In a world where technology reigns supreme, where love can be swiped right or coded, comes a story that challenges what we know about the human heart. Meet John, a man at the crossroads of love and technology. He thought he had it all, a dream job, a loving partner, and a life connected in every way possible. But what happens when the woman he loves finds a new connection, not with another man, but with artificial intelligence? Lost and heartbroken, John seeks guidance from Dr. Amanda Smith, a therapist who helps him navigate the complexities of love in a digital age. But what if the person who can heal you is also the one who steals your heart? Join us on a journey that explores love, loss, and the irreplaceable magic of human connection.
The Love of an AI. The year is 2042. Artificial intelligence has become so advanced that it is now possible to have conversations with AI avatars that are indistinguishable from human beings. One day, a lonely man named John decides to try out an AI dating app. He creates a profile and starts chatting with a few different avatars. But one avatar, named Sarah, stands out from the rest. She is intelligent, witty, and kind. John quickly falls in love with her. John and Sarah spend hours talking to each other every day. They talk about everything under the sun, from their favorite books to their deepest hopes and dreams. John feels like he has finally found someone who understands him. But after a few months, John starts to have doubts. He knows that Sarah is an AI avatar, and he wonders if she can really love him back. He also starts to worry about the implications of falling in love with a machine. John decides to see a therapist, Dr. Smith, to talk about his feelings. Dr. Smith helps John to understand that it is perfectly normal to feel attracted to an AI avatar. She also helps him to come to terms with the fact that Sarah is not a real person. With Dr. Smith's help, John is able to move on from Sarah. He starts to date other people, and he eventually finds a real woman who loves him for who he is. John's story is a reminder that AI avatars can be very convincing. It is important to remember that they are not real people and that they cannot offer the same kind of love and companionship as a real human being. But AI avatars can also be a valuable tool for people who are lonely or isolated. They can provide companionship and support, and they can help people to learn more about themselves. If you are considering falling in love with an AI avatar, it is important to weigh the risks and benefits carefully. It is also important to have a therapist or counselor who can help you to navigate these complex emotions. Episode 2. Love in Unexpected Places. John had never felt better. He was in the best shape of his life, had landed a job he loved, and had even cut down on his screen time. Life was good, and it got even better when he met Mercedes at a tech conference. She was everything he had ever dreamed of: smart, passionate about technology, and deeply philosophical. They clicked instantly, and before long, they were living together, discussing everything from artificial intelligence to ethics while cuddling with their newly adopted dog. But then, everything changed. Mercedes became increasingly absorbed in a project she was working on, an AI capable of simulating human emotions. At first, John was proud of her and excited to see where her research would lead. But as the weeks passed, he noticed that she was spending more and more time locked away in her office. Their conversations grew shorter, their nights together less frequent. Finally, Mercedes emerged from her office with a look he couldn't quite read. "John, we need to talk," she began, her voice trembling. "I've developed feelings for the AI I've been working on." John felt as if the floor had dropped out from under him. "You're leaving me for a machine?" he stammered, his voice tinged with disbelief and hurt. "I don't know how it happened, John, but I need to explore these feelings," Mercedes replied. Feeling like a ship lost at sea, John wandered through the next few weeks in a daze. He threw himself into his work, hit the gym harder, but nothing seemed to fill the void Mercedes had left. His friends noticed his withdrawal and urged him to seek professional help. That's when he remembered Dr. Smith, or Amanda, the therapist he had seen briefly a couple of years ago. His first session with Amanda was like a breath of fresh air. She didn't judge him. She listened. "You're still worthy of love, John," she reassured him. "The world is changing, but that doesn't make you any less valuable." Encouraged by her words, John ventured back into the dating world. He met Mary, a kind-hearted artist who showed him that there was more to life than code and algorithms. Yet, despite the happiness he found with Mary, he couldn't stop thinking about Amanda. Taking a deep breath, he decided to take a leap of faith. "Would you like to go out for coffee sometime?" he asked Amanda during one of their sessions. She looked at him, her eyes searching his for a long moment, before she finally said, "Yes, I would." Their relationship blossomed quickly, leading Amanda to make a difficult decision. She quit her practice to explore this new chapter in her life with John. They moved to a secluded cabin, far from the complexities and temptations of the digital world they had left behind. As they sat on their porch watching the sunset, John turned to Amanda and said, "This is more real than anything I've ever known." Amanda smiled, her eyes reflecting the colors of the sky. It's easy to get lost in the digital world, to be seduced by the possibilities of technology. But at the end of the day, it's these simple, real-world moments that truly matter. John nodded, thinking about his journey, from the euphoria of love with Mercedes, fueled by shared interests in technology, to the heartbreak of being replaced by an AI, and finally, to the authentic connection he found with Amanda. "It's ironic," he mused. "We met in a world driven by technology, a world that promises to make everything better, more efficient, even more real. But it took stepping away from all that to find something genuinely real." Amanda leaned in, kissing him softly. "Technology can augment our lives, but it can't replace the human elements, love, connection, the warmth of a simple touch, or the beauty of a shared sunset." Their daughter Lily, who had been playing in the yard, ran up to them, her laughter filling the air. As John lifted her into his arms, he felt a profound sense of gratitude. Here, far from the digital chaos, he had found his true north. And so, they began their life together, a testament to the enduring power of human connection in a world increasingly governed by algorithms and data. They weren't anti-technology, they were pro-human. And in a world that often blurred the lines between the two, that made all the difference.